All right, Grant Flanders, Jeffrey Martin here in Bramlage Coliseum. We just finished up watching the first half of Fort Hays State and your Kansas State Wildcats. 37-30 is the score going into halftime. K-State is up. First initial thoughts from the first half?
Well, I loved Xavier Sneed's activity. I think he's awesome. I didn't get to see that in the first exhibition. Really impressed. Obviously, I think aggressive Dean Wade is here. I think we'll be joking about that all year, if he's aggressive Dean or non-aggressive Dean, and maybe we can lock up the non-aggressive Dean when he shows up and just, play without him. But no, I don't know. I've been making the comment that basically the first, they're pretty strong, that first 6 or 7, 8 guys. I don't know. I just really like this team. I mean, I don't know what else more to say than that. Like, I think they play well together, like playing together. I think I know how it fits together. And I think they're trying to build depth. That's all this exhibition season is. I think the coaches know, Cam's not even out here. I don't see any drop-off or anything at all. I think they know what they have. I think they're just building depth at this point.
Yeah, and Cartier GR came in and started for Cam, and he's played solid, picked up a couple assists. Barry Brown struggled shooting the ball a little bit, but elsewhere he's looked great. 6 rebounds, leading rebounder right now. It is a small team that Fort Hays State brings out, and K-State's taking advantage of that.
Yeah, I would argue that if Dean and X are going to look like this, I'm not sure you need much offense out of your guards. I mean, you need them to be competent, get their 10 points a game, run the team, do those things. But if those are going to be your horses, I think it's fine. And I think that's basically how got to have guys hit shots, play some defense and everything. But if this is where these guys are going to leave from that front court spot, it's pretty encouraging.
And Matt Hall, he posed the question for 3BP for basketball this past week and said, who's going to score double digits, Sneed or Wade? Both are in double digits after one half of play. What do you think from Wade as well?
No, I mean, I've been saying this, that averaging double figures isn't really hard. There's spots on the floor that Dean can get shots anytime he comes on the floor. That baseline spot, he can drive on this guy. He's going to be quicker than any big you put on him. He's going to get a putback or two on rebounds. He might get a dunk. He might get a 3. I mean, there is zero reason he shouldn't be averaging 14 to 15 points a game. I mean, easily. And so, I think that's what you should look for from him this year.
And let's move on. What have you seen from the post play? Moayne got the start today. Salah came off the bench. Both, I think, have showed promise. But Moayne looking very aggressive with the ball and showing some good skill.
Yeah, he was lost early on, but then they yanked him, and the Amato came in. I mean, I don't know. I want to see more out of them, but I mean, I think that's going to be that position. I think you're going to see the potential. You can see why they keep putting them out there, but you need to see growth too. And so I think this is what's happening. And I mean, it's really getting to the point where they're really are going to have to earn those minutes. If they're not good enough to put on the floor, they're not going to be on the floor. I mean, they're going to just go with, they'll go Dean at the 5 and do it and play smaller. And I mean, I think the staff's really prepared to do that. I don't think it's just going to be like, hey, we have to give minutes to guys. You're going to earn the minutes, and there's an opportunity there. These guys have to seize it.
Yeah, and both newcomers, so both still getting acclimated. Just the second exhibition of the season. We got to see some of a healthy McGurl today, and his shot looked nice. He wasn't able to get it to go down, but saw a nice, solid open shot. Who stood out to you that you probably didn't expect to stand out so far through this first half?
I mean, I've made a comment that I'm always amazed that, I'm still amazed that Wainwright is 6'2", because he just plays bigger. He has a bigger presence, and his athleticism. A couple guys on the board have talked about that. I'm really intrigued by a second unit that they can throw out there that's just really, really athletic, and you can change tempo and change pace and everything quickly just to get some, get a spark. And I think he's going to be really. He was probably first or second guy off the bench today, and so I think they're intrigued by Ahmad for sure.
Yeah, second leading rebounder behind Barry Brown today. Pretty surprising in that category. But when you're talking about a team that their biggest player is 6'7" in Fort Hays State, they've taken advantage of that. Let's move on to the second half. What do you expect from this K-State team to keep things going? They're only a 7-point lead, but still a lot of things that they can patch up.
Yeah, I'm not think they're worried really. I mean, they want to win a game. Obviously, they don't want to be embarrassed by losing to Fort Hayes. But honestly, I feel like still want to see more stuff out of your big guys. You'd like to see some of these other guys, like you want to see Patrick get on the scoreboard. You want to see McGurl get on the scoreboard. Wainwright, these guys want to get their confidence up as well. But you've seen enough out of your core group, those core 5, 6 guys. You need those 7, 8, 9 guys to really kind of step forward now. So that's what I would look forward in the second half.
Yeah, both Wade and Snead 5 for 7 from the field each. Great things from him. How about Snead? The human highlight reel had a couple of dunks, and one of them was just awesome to watch.
I love his athleticism. I didn't know he was that athletic. I didn't see it last week, but I'm blown away, so I can't wait to see more.
All right, that wraps it up. We'll be back next time. We're excited to watch this second half, and we'll have some content for you to read after the game. For Jeff Martin, I'm Grant Flanders.
Keep telling you.